Hey guys, another Tastic Dream video. Today I'm going to be doing a full color video. It's not going to be hopefully not going to be super long or anything. Just going to be kind of basic. I did 90 videos for this one. I'll put a link in the description below for those. I also have done how to color videos on hair, eyes, skin, so I'll put a link in the description for those in the video. I will go over it again in this one, briefly, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on everything. So if you want more detailed stuff, I would recommend going to go watch those. Everything, just so this video is not super duper long. But yeah, so first thing first, good tips about coloring anything really is knowing your lights and darks. And so what I mean about that is that if you have a tree, if I'm just gonna do a little bit of tree. Oh, so pretty. Such a pretty tree. Yeah. If you have this tree, and here's your sun. Yeah, and I always put shades on it because, everybody did that when they were a kid, right? Your age, which I'll do yellow, because, can make it more visible. Your age of everything. Here's the sunlight and everything. So, everything to about, here. And I'll put this on over just so you can see it. So everything about here will be light. Be bright, the brightest. Bright. Everything here will be dark. Everything here will be dark. So you gotta think about it this way. If this was all round, if the tree was rounded, like 3D object, everything close to the sun will be the brightest or the lightest. Everything in the middle will be dark. Everything away from it, farther away, would be darkest. Everything on the ground will also probably be dark because you don't want it to be the same contrast as the darkest too. So that's something to keep in mind and everything else. Next question I'll probably get be where do you put the light? Where? That's a fail face. Where you put the light, or where do you have the light type of deal, is that normally on a face, you just do the light probably facing point on type of deal. If you have it, it's imagine a flashlight and everything. If you take a flashlight, you look in the mirror. If you have it over here, you can see that it will be bright over here, dark and darkish over here. If you have it the light down here, it will be super bright down here, dark, dark-ish. You can really see some the shadow too, it will be huge shadow right here above the nose, whatever. So I mean that's something a good example too. But usually if you don't really have a pinpoint where your light be, it's usually face on and everything else, basic shade. And if you don't really have an understanding of that, what I would recommend you do is just kind of look up how to shade type of deal. Look up there's other stuff I'll like put in a link in the description as well on like light and dark and how to shade stuff and everything else too. But usually everything has like kind of a pinpoint and everything, and maybe you'll see it when I'm shading. But alright, let me just get started with everything. I like to work everything in layers. I kind of mentioned that in all my videos, but I'm coloring. Here's my rough, so this is what I'm going for, in case everybody's wondering. I usually do the darkest base first, just because this is how I shade. So if you shade differently and you find this is weird, please go about your way and everything else. If you find like a different way, you find like works better, and you miss it with your way and everything else, that's totally good too. I mean, you do not have to keep my way by all means. Like, please find your own path. I always like improvise, finding and working on your own path and everything else too. So, yeah. Actually, I might actually end up putting that in there, putting that in there, and end up moving this down a bit, just a bit, down here, so it's not so in the way, not so close to the edge. Maybe on the edge. Yeah, there you go. I was like confused. Where you go? But anyways, but yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, it was with style. If you find your own style and everything, it works better for you. Please go about it and everything else. There's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, and you know what? I just kind of messed up. I told you I used the darkest shade first, and that's like not a very good idea. I don't know why I did that. Oh man, I think I just forgot. I don't know why I put the darkest and why I did the darkest first. Usually I don't do that. I don't know why I said I did. No, I don't use the darkest first. I'm being way too hard on myself. If I have 5 colors here, I usually go to the middle of the shade, because if you go to the darkest, it's going to end up way too dark. And, yeah, you want the middle color. So if you have 5, usually go in the middle. If you have 3, go in the middle. If you only have 2, go to the darkest one. And that's probably what I was thinking. My bad. I'm a goofball, I guess. Anyways. Jeez. Alright, so now with the darkest one. For sure with the darkest one. And going with the medium one. I usually don't use all the colors just because otherwise it would take way too long. And plus I use the modes, so I don't really, need all the colors. But if you only use colors, you might use all the colors then, and you can use the same method if you do use all the colors. If you don't and use modes, then you don't have to use all the colors. You might only have to use like 3. So, but anyways, so you got your one layer, you got your first layer on the medium, yeah, medium color. Make a new layer, click group, click on medium or multiply, which is for me would be like, doing the dark color. You want to do it on your darkest. And what I'm just doing here is just kind of outlining the layer, outlining the whole hair, I kind of going outside. Oh, I need this hair too. Just pretty much doing the darkest areas. That smudge it all together. I really just keep the up and down effect just because when I actually do the hair, it would have that same hair flow. So, alright. Now, another clip group, multiply. Again, brush tool. Now, this will be where you want the hair to pull. Now, some of the hair will be pulling here. There's some will be pulling here and here. There's some dark areas right here, right here. So this should just be like adding more dark areas and everything. Just adding a little bit more texture to the dark areas. And then just more blurring in. And this of course probably might be a little bit darker than what my friend character and what she does and everything, but that's okay. Like I said, you know, this is technically your style of doing it. So, like, that's the whole point when you're making something for somebody else, is that you're doing it in your style rather than their style. So, alright, now it's time for doing the strands. So after this, okay, I noticed that I go to my pen tool, and I have kind of like this effect and everything, and this is why I like it. Well, supposedly this is supposed to be like how my marker tool is. Well, my marker tool is not like that. So, I think it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like got something flipped around or something like that. But, yeah. So, if your marker tool, it has like that soft end shape and everything, and your pen tool doesn't, use your marker tool. But my pen tool has this soft shape, so I'm going to do it that way. But pretty much what you want to start doing is, this will do like this fine hair stuff. Of course you want to have good brush first. You don't want to go all the way to the end either, you just want to have some hair. Obviously, like right here, it's going to be a little bit challenging because it's all right there, but I mean, just want some on both ends. That's all. And if you need to turn the canvas like I did, like I feel like I'm like comfortable now and everything else, that turned out a little bit better, then by all means, like, you know, don't feel like you have to like do it a certain way or something like that, or stick to one way or the other type of deal. Like, it's always good to start turning your paper and everything else to get the angle that you need. I don't know if I have to mention this, but I am doing this with a tablet and everything else too. If that was obvious to some. I mean, obviously I usually put in a title anyways, but yeah. And as you can see, I have a hair pulling right here, so sometimes I go back and make it dark right here. just to make it a little bit more sense so it's not so bland. So now I'll smooth it together. And there you go, make it a little bit more darker. Some areas. Alright, then you go back up here, do it a little bit less. Still a multi-layer, or multiply. Alright, and like with these, you don't have to make them connected. You just gotta do some strokes. Like just make sure like you're connecting them in the dark areas and everything. Like up here, you can see that I'm not fully, they're not fully like blurred or whatever. You could go in, you can kind of blur them together so that it kind of looks like they're fading into the darkness. And like up here, you know, just kind of looks like the hair strands, that's all. Now you make another layer, and now you go and shine, and now we can switch to that medium color that we picked out way a long time ago. Do another step down from that layer, or that side, and do more hair strands. These ones you want to do more in the middle of those darker ones that you just did. And you want to do a little bit more of them. It's okay if you do have them overlap just because they are supposed to be like more of the lightness and everything. So if like you want to make sure you want to do some in like the darkness and everything, you could. And all that stuff. Alright. So much more darker than his hair. And then I might actually go back and make, if it's like super dark, like his is like super light here, I'll actually go after I make the shine, which I do right now. So the shine, I go on luminosity. Everything, everything. I usually only blur one side, but sometimes you can blur like both of the sides if you want to. And then I just kind of go up and down. With hair, you really want to go with the flow of it and everything. I should have mentioned that way before, but you're like, you know, I'm kind of doing scattered. I'm just kind of coloring. But, and then I lower it because you don't want it as bright. And there you go. And then, like I said, I'm going to make it a little bit more brighter too. So I'm going to go back on scene, and I'm going to have pretty much go over it with this hot pink color. And I'm just gonna lower it really, like, just it. It should make it a little bit lighter. But yeah, that's hair one. And do this one. But yeah, the most important thing with hair is that you want to make sure you get the flow of it. You don't really want to stop halfway. You don't really want it to be like super bland and everything. You want to make sure it has flow. Because if you don't have flow, it's not going to look like hair. Unless if you really don't want it to look like hair, then I mean, then you might be going for your objective. I mean, you want it to look like hair, then you gotta have flow. I look at it. There we go. Alright, now we go to this one. And color. Oh, that's this. We said I missed this by I think out of purple, but I didn't. Background's mostly the same. I should probably change that. I usually don't do the white background just so I can make sure I get everything when I'm coloring half the time. But not everybody does it. I just do it just because. And you know, the same with this one. First we around the hair. Especially around the ear because it's darker there. And underneath the hair because this would be over the hair. This should be a little bit easier because, you know, it's a smaller patch, but honestly just kind of going back and forth too. Alright. And do a little bit more behind the ear. Do a little bit more behind the hair. And make sure those are like the darker areas of the two. And then do the same exact thing. Go back to your first one. And then this might be a little, with this hairstyle, it might be a little tricky at first, but to find like your main source of where you want your hair all to come from. And I'm not really having like breaks, but I mean, I'm actually gonna redo that. Alright. A bit more easier. Still not sure where I want the break to come in. Or where I want all the hair folds to come through. something is such a small piece of hair. It's kind of hard to big point. Maybe I do a smaller brush. That works out over there. There we go. That works. You kind of darker right up here. So I think the main point where all the hair is coming from. And sometimes you just gotta kind of like wing it too on everything. So. Where all the dark areas. So. There you go. Should really add music or something to my videos. But I don't, because I don't want to get copyright or, you know, attacked or something. These are my problems. I don't want to do that. And we do. And let me add the shine. Right here. Bottom. Shine. Burn. In. There we go. And that will be the second one. Yeah, never mind. Oh, I drew on the brightest color, but that's okay. No harm. Alright. That would be that. Just save real quick because sometimes it's crash. That's always good too, yeah, have a saving and all that. I'm actually gonna smooth it out a little bit more for some areas. It's supposed to be like lower, so let some shine. Alright. Yep, the hair's done. So now I usually move on to the eyes. So do base layer again, using the middle. Color them in. Now, dark edge, need that one. Dark edge, that one. Sometimes if there are more than 5 colors, I usually sometimes would do this one on multi-layer and do it like that way, or sometimes I'll just do it normal. It kind of depends on how many colors I have, or what kind of colors I have. So it kind of depends. Just so happens this one I have a good layer on top of it, or color on top of it that I can use it this one. Now after I do it that way, and then we're just doing like the pupils. So I usually do a dot in the middle, and then the shading above. Usually a dot for a pencil. I use a pencil brush, and then shading is like a normal brush. And then doesn't have to be a circle. It can be like whatever shape you want or need it to be. Sometimes for like the cat, I do like the V shape or like the diamond, quote unquote. Or you know, it can be like a star. It can be like any shape you really need it to be. Okay, after I do that, I'll go to my multi-layer, and I'll actually go to my airbrush tool, which is down here. I actually have a hotkey for it, so it's down way down here. And I'll go kind of do more of a gradient to make it a little bit more darker for the eye. After that, we'll switch to the lighter one, and this is where I go to the eye colors I have. And I use like the brighter, use the base color again. And then I usually will have like this one. This is a lot like playing around too. Like I never know exactly what I'm gonna use. I usually just play with it and then be like, oh yeah, that's good enough. So so just kind of do some shine right there, and do some of maybe do some normal shine. I was supposed to do it with this color, but oh well. I don't think it's gonna really matter. It's gonna end up being like the same color anyways. I'll do like some smaller dots. Just to add more effect. And another one. I honestly just pull stuff out of my butt and then just go with it. That's pretty much what I do. But this is the concept I pretty much have. I don't always do this, but it's kind of a thing I do. Just kind of highlights where the edges of the eye are. And I just will kind of smear the edges so not so harsh. After that, I'll do the other shine, which would be like a last shine. Kind of big. Oops. It would be helpful if I was on the right brush, huh? And these are really easy without a tablet too. I have done a video on it without a tablet, so now I showed you the normal white shine. And a lot of people do all these shines differently, so don't feel like you have to do it this way. But I usually do this. I'm making some little ears on them. Yeah, that will kind of be it for the eyes. Other than, like, the back, which looks like there are two different colors. One is this darker, one this lighter. And what I kind of do for these is that, just kind of color them in. Usually they're the same color, but it's okay. And Skipping Groove is like pretty much my friend, so going on my airbrush again, multi-layer, just do like the top half, like how we did before, dark. Alright, and then, and because it's a male, I don't do eyelashes. I usually do eyelashes when I do the outline anyways, which will kind of look like this very elegant, like, I have a big brush right now too. Probably not the best idea, but yeah. So I mean, like, kind of like that. So I usually do that when I do that, my outline and everything else too. So, but yeah. So I don't really explain how that, like, the eyes work. Usually the darkest is on top, the lightest is on the bottom for the eyes, because if you ever notice when you're angry, if you're air, or if you watch artists or anything else, they usually do that. If you look up on, like, how you do eyes, that's usually the basic thing. Darkest on top, lightest on the bottom. So everybody does eyes differently too. Everybody places these little white dots for the shine differently, and some people do like lines. So this is something just I do. And like I said, I explain a lot more in a video on my eye tutorial, just like the hair too, just so I'm not explaining tons. But, and now I do the shirt, which she said is anything but the hair color. So I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna No, I like it. I should do it. I don't know what kind of shirt I want to do. Huh. I didn't think that far ahead. My bad. Again, I like to wing stuff and everything else. Alright. For the shirt, I mean, like clothing in general, it will pretty much be like kind of like everything else. Kind of like boss it around. Technically, I wouldn't always do an outline here because technically, you wouldn't have to, but it's kind of out there, so I'm just gonna do it because it kind of makes sense. But yeah, um, it's kind of like an outline around stuff for the darker area. Anything that's covering up, like we talked about with the tree. So anything behind the hand has a line through it, that kind of thing. And of course, I do love my bird jewel, so I'm gonna smudge it all together. Alright. And, like, sometimes they do kind of like make it super dark in some areas too, and that's totally okay. Sometimes you want that effect too. Then you go to your light, and you color in everything. Last time we did the edges, now you're doing pretty much everything in between. And so, like, this will pop out, this will pop out. Sometimes do it, like, right here, and everything kind of lightly. And so, that will get smeared in. I always do darkness on the bottom and then lightness over on top, because sometimes the dark will overtake the light. If you ever do shame with chalk, you kind of understand what I mean. That if you put, could be the other way around now, because now I feel like I'm telling myself and I'm talking complete bullshit. But if I'm pretty sure it's this way. If you try to put, I'm pretty sure I'm talking out my ass now because I think it's the other way around. But I was gonna say, if you try to put a light over a dark, it's not gonna. You try to put a a dark over a light, you're just gonna ruin the whole thing and everything else. You're gonna overtake everything. But if you do a light over a dark, it's 10 times better. But I feel like, it's actually, you're supposed to do your lightness first and then add your darks and everything else. So, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Been a while since I did chakras. Whoops. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about at all. But, sometimes, if it just kind of seems awkward, I'll sometimes go back with my airbrush on, like, multi-layer, and I'll do, like, the areas that are supposed to be a little bit darker, too, and, do, like, the edges and everything, or the far away points and stuff like that, and then smudge in over everything, and so, and that will kind of give that nice effect, too. And of course, if it's always too dark for you, you can always, like, lower the opacity, too. Alright, and now we're on do the skin. Skin is pretty easy. I didn't do a voiceover for the skin, so I'll kind of explain it here. I don't know really how I explain it. Like, it's mostly the face that's, like, super, like, maybe difficult to understand. But, like I said, I'll put in some words here and everything else. the rest of it, like the rest of the body, is pretty much like the basic of like clothes, pretty much. So, and stuff. I'm just gonna see what they have for Shane. Yeah, see how weird this could be. See how weird this could look. Oh, that's not bad. That's not much bad. Alright, so for the face, it's pretty much the same basic, um, kind of like, you know, do it underneath the hair, do it around the face, because, you know, you gotta think about it's a 3D effect and everything. So, like for the ear, you want to do it inside the ear. For the dark, you want to do it around the ear because, like, you know, whatever, it's brown. But I also do it behind, like, do a circle behind the eye too, because you gotta think your eyes are sunken into your face. So they're gonna have a little bit of hole. You gotta do a little bit behind the nose, and maybe add some on your lips too. And then, like, of course, like, you know, around the neck and everything. And like I said, the rest of the body is pretty much basic. It's like, you know, around the edges of the everything, behind everything. Pretty much tracing over between the lines and everything else. That's pretty much what you want to do. So, and when you go back with light, you want to do everything in the middle for, other than like the face. But it's pretty much like the basic thing for the face too. There are just some exceptions. So, shade all in. I'll also go back and do like the airbrush too for the skin and everything. I did this right, I won't tell you. That's fucking dark. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, shade on in here. And some parts you might see it a little bit more, and like even like some pictures you might like see like, oh, this looks really fucking great, like this is awesome. And some pictures you're like, I can barely see this stuff, like what the frick and everything. So that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes if you just add the dark without the light, you kinda can't see it at all. So as I always tell people too, that you always want to make sure that you want to finish coloring before you start judging any type of your picture, because you never know what you're end up gonna get. You may end up really liking your foil if you just color it. So, but as I said, what I did with the shine here, or the lightness, is that I put between, like, this is supposed to be like the middle of your eye, the bridge of your nose type of deal. The little point tip of your nose is, like, should be white because that sticks out the most. You gotta think what sticks out the most would be closest to the light. So your cheekbones and your chin. So like maybe like above the eye, you know, or like underneath the eyebrow type of deal. Ear. So that would make this ear and perp stick out a little bit more. Or like, you know, I wish to stick out because then that would get confusing, but like make it darker so it looks like it's like more 3D effect. And for everything else, like I said, it would be just like in the middle. So and I usually just keep everything in a circle motion. If you ever watch like makeup tutorials, that's literally, it's literally the same concept of like this. You literally can see the pattern of like, yeah, I do everything like that as I color. Like that's literally what you do. to apply like makeup or like apply coloring on a face is like learning makeup. So if you ever want to learn how color honestly, just look up makeup tutorials and you probably will understand it. So if it's still not like, super satisfying and everything else, like I said, I sometimes go add an extra dark layer and make sure you're on the dark layer. And I'll add darkness there. I'll add sometimes the darkness behind the eye a little bit, just to have it pop out a little bit more. Darkness behind the hair and out with the face. Actually, I should say I'll probably like blur this and everything else too. Like underneath the arm, it's like farther away, so that kind of would be a little bit darker. Underneath his hand would be a little bit darker. Just to kind of give that like a little bit more effect. So, and then if you ever want to get the bigger the brush, sometimes it will like take away and everything. So if you do a little bit smaller brush, it might not take away so much of that color you just pressed down. So like ears never satisfy me. I always have to make sure they're like extra dark. Like, otherwise they're just never satisfied for me. And sometimes I'll go in there and I'll make sure that they're just that extra darkness. Otherwise it's just gonna bug the crap out of me. Like, I wanna make sure it has that like effect that's the ear, man. Like, I don't want none of this other crap. Sometimes you can go in and everything else. Some people will actually, be like, do 3D, 2D, cell, not cell, yeah, cell drawing, cell shading, that's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, cell shading and everything. Well, that's kind of what you could do. Sometimes that's a little bit easier. I think it's sometimes it is, but it isn't and everything. Kind of all depends on the person. I think like mixing them together and then I blending in and always kind of nice. I don't like really like harsh lines. If you ever watch me draw, you can tell that I don't like harsh lines. I don't like harsh lines at all. Like that's just a thing of mine. Alright. And that's kind of that. I mean, and that's really all I to it. I mean, I'll finish up this drawing and everything. But that's really it for shiny and everything. Just pretty much winging it and all that stuff, and that's it. This video probably went on really long and everything else too, but I'll put the link in the description below. If you have any questions about anything, just comment below. I'll answer mostly any question there is. I'll figure out, I'll work with you, we'll figure out together. I'll make more videos if that's what needs to be done. I'll do join meetings, team viewers. I'll make sure you understand what you need to do. That's just the type of person I am. So, yeah, that's all I really have for today. I'll finish up this video as like a speed thing so you can see the end result and everything else too. But yeah, I hope you guys have a rest of a good weekend and everything, and I'll see you in this video, wherever that may be. Thanks for watching, and hopefully it's helpful. Bye stars, keep on shining.